Cooking with Steve.
Thank you, Alex. Hello. Hello. And welcome. Happy Mother's Day to a Mother's Day going to go down onto the farm special. We are living rustic today, so I got a couple things to prepare. First, I would like to announce...
coming, right?
Yeah, first I would like to announce Happy Mother's Day to all of the mamas, grandmamas, baby mamas out there. Thank you for all that you do. What we're going to get started with, if you've seen my two most recent videos, we're going to do a couple things real quick. We're going to make some guacamole, we're going to make some salsa. We're having some beef tacos for dinner tonight. We're also going to prepare our biscuits and gravy, which I got a little secret. It's going to blow your mind. We are going to, instead of using regular biscuits, we're going to use cinnamon rolls to put under our gravy. So it's going to blow your mind. Anyway, just want to get started. Next time you see us, we're going to be down on the farm, get the crock pot ready for our meat. But like I said, guacamole salsa, we're going to make that up here before we go. See you then. Hello, and welcome back to Cooking with Steve. We are down in Corinth, Kentucky on the farm. What we're doing today is we're going to get some beef prepared in a crock pot for some tacos we're going to have this evening. We got here about 4 hours later than we were expecting to, so we're going to have to speed this process up in the crock pot, and we're going to start our beef on the grill. So let's take a short break here. I'm gonna get the beef ready for the grill, and then we'll throw her on there. Come right back. See you then.
Welcome back. Hello, welcome back to Cooking with Steve.
Yes, that's what we're doing here. So like I said before, we're gonna start this off on the grill because we need to get it going a little bit quicker. We're gonna salt and pepper the outside. And then we are going to throw it on just to get it brown on the outside. Excuse me there. Very simple. The salt, pepper, and we're going to brown it up. So I'll come back when I take this off of the grill. See you then. Hello and welcome back to Cooking with Steve down in Corinth, Kentucky on the farm. As I mentioned before, we don't have as much time as we need to cook this big chunk of beef in our crock pot entirely. So I started it on the grill. As you can see, we've got a good sear on the outside. We're going to take this in. I'm going to show you how we're going to do it in the crock pot. Follow me in. This looks to be a piece of the leg of that cow, but we're going to toss it in there like that. We have this can of tomato sauce, which I purchased at the store this morning. We're going to dump that right on there, along with some onions and bell peppers, which I cut up before we came down here. Dump that in there. And put the top on, and let's get her going. We're going to let this go. We're going to put it on high, and we're probably going to let it go for probably a couple hours, 2-3 hours, until we really get hungry. And then we'll come back and show you how to make these tacos up, Kentucky style. Hello, and welcome back to Cooking with Steve. So, we have a slight situation in the kitchen today. I'm not used to seeing this because typically my food is perfect. But, here's what we got going on. This has been here for about 3 hours. Realize that's really not enough time, but everybody's getting hungry. And this meat is just not very tender. It's not falling apart like I was hoping it would. So, what we're going to do, well, it does look good, but it's just not doing what I want it to do. Anyway, so what's going to happen here is I'm going to take this bad boy out of the crock pot. I'm going to leave all those fluids in there. And I am going to basically cut this up very, very thin slices. put them back in the crock pot and let them go for another couple of minutes. And then we're just going to make our tacos based on all of that. So I'm going to get started cutting this up. I will come back to you when we're finished, and we'll see how it goes from there. This is some impromptu, not used to having things not go my way in the kitchen type of thing. So this is the farm special number 2, and trying to fix a mess. So see you in a few minutes.
Welcome back to Cooking with Steve.
Yes, thank you for the brief introduction, Mr. Alex. Speaking of my assistant, Bubble Man Alex, we may have a special episode coming up here where a special little dude and a couple little girls show you all how to make some s'mores down on the farm. Anyway, here's what's going on with our taco dinner tonight. So, I didn't show you this before, but we got some guacamole and some of our salsa that we made. You can see the 2 most previous episodes of the 2 most previous Cooking with Steve episodes on how to cook that with our cow meat that we got here. So we ran into an issue. Our issue is we don't have enough time for this to become shredded beef in the crock pot. So we're all hungry. So I took it out of there, and what I'm doing is I'm just cutting it up into really small little bites and putting it back into the crock pot with the tomato sauce and the seasonings and stuff that we were originally cooking it in. Good news and bad news. Bad news is it's not as tender as I would like it. As a matter of fact, it's a little tough. Good news is it does taste pretty good, and I'm cutting it up in small enough pieces that hopefully that toughness will be able to be overlooked when we put these on the tacos. Anyway, I am going to finish cutting this up, put it back in the crock pot for a few minutes, let those flavors infuse, and we will come back when it is tasting time. See you then. Oh.
Welcome back to Cooking with Steve.
Yep. Alright, so here's our meat. You can take a look in there. Overall, I would say it's a failure, but it's not too bad. I mean, it's pretty good. I mean, it'll do. We had to make some modifications for it to come out like this, but it's going to be okay. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to build some tacos, and we'll come back when we're around the picnic table for tasting time. See you then.
Welcome back to Cooking with Steve.
Welcome back. Just before tasting time, I just want to show you how we're constructing these tacos. Alright, first we're taking some sour cream, put it on our tortilla, like this here. Take some of our homemade black bean and corn salsa like this. Couple good spoonfuls right there on each of them. We're making 2 tacos here, as you can see evidenced by the 2 tortillas. Some of our homemade guacamole, straight from Mexico, and some of our cut up cow meat, which is not as tender as I would like, but it's not the worst either, so whatever. Not quite a failure, but it's not great. Alright, so we're gonna go sit around the table, and we'll come right back to you for
Tasting time.
You got it. Tasting time.
Welcome back to Cooking with Steve.
Thank you, Alejandro. Welcome back. Check this out. Thousands upon thousands of tadpoles we found in a puddle. We'll be bringing those home for pets. Thank you for joining us for tasting time on this Mother's Day edition of Cooking with Steve. First, I would like to say thank you for all the mothers, grandmothers, baby mamas, and basically anybody who's ever had a baby. Thank you for being a mother today on this Mother's Day, in particular to my mom and my beautiful wife, Stephanie RN, who is the camera woman today. Couldn't do life without you. Alright, so let's get down to it. Forgot to put the cheese on when I showed you how to construct the tacos, so there is cheese on it now. Alex, don't you touch my root beer.
Okay.
Tasting time. Ava, what do you think?
Delicious.
Very good. Very descriptive. And Bubba, what do you think here?
So good.
Oh, wow.
I'm not normal today, so I'm just going to say something.
All right, Alex, what do you think there, little fella?
Good. So good.
Ho, ho! All right. Okay. Pretty good. Pretty good. The salsa and the guacamole definitely make up for the not as greatness of the cow meat, but it's okay. It's just a little bit tough. And it's okay. That's what I'm gonna say. It's not the best thing I've ever made, but it's not the worst. Anyway, thank you for watching today. Again, share this with your mom, baby mom, wife, mother of your children, whatever, whoever that may be, and everybody else you have ever met in your life. Thank you for watching today. Please leave some comments, like the video, and share it with all your friends. See you next time on
Cooking with Steve.
Again, happy Mother's Day, ladies.
Cooking with Steve.